Hey, welcome back to the character, the habits, and the life of a professional sales athlete. My name is Rick Garza, and this is episode 2 of the character trait of gratefulness. And as a reminder, good to have a definition of what that character trait is so we can measure ourselves against it. And gratefulness is recognizing and reminding ourselves what God and others have done in our lives and then showing them an appreciation. A lot of ways to show appreciations, as we talked about yesterday. And the thing about gratefulness, it allows us to do something that can happen when we get in a slump. Any professional sales athlete can get in a slump when it comes to sales, much like a professional athlete can get into a slump when it comes to whatever sport they're involved in. And what you need to do is just kind of step back and say, so what does a professional athlete do when they get in a slump? There's a lot of different things. They go back to the fundamentals, the basics. They go back and look at those little things that deal with the precision of hitting the ball, catching the ball, shooting the ball, being able to defend against the oncoming team or person that you're trying to defend against. A lot of different simple things that over time can get the baseball swing down just right, can get the club swing just right for golfing, can get the tennis swing just right, or the backhand just right. So many different things you can do in little increments that can make a difference to get you back out of your slump. Same thing happens to professional sales athletes, and one of those little things is gratefulness, because what can happen is ingratitude can come into our lives, and the opposite of gratefulness is ingratitude. And that means we're expecting things that really we need to be grateful for rather than expect. And one of those things is, we expect that the benefits that we have in our lives are ours to keep and shouldn't be taken away from us. Well, in reality, those benefits are yours because you've been given an opportunity to sell. And so anything that happens, you have full control over. And so rather than be having ingracious or not be grateful for the benefits, you need to be thankful for them and recognize that they're not given to you by any reason other than the fact that you're bringing value to the organization you're a part of. Another sign of ingratitude is not taking the time to reflect back on all those people who have helped you in your career to get you to where you're at. If you're honest with yourself, no one's perfect, and I'll be the first to raise my hand that I'm not as well. And we've all made mistakes. We've all had an attitude that maybe was causing some of our sales or lack of sales. And there was that person or those people who were there to believe in you. I think of a gentleman back in my sales career by the name of Larry Clarkson. And I was going through a pretty low period in my sales career, call it a slump. And yet Larry Clarkson saw something in me that allowed him to reach out to me and gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. And I was able to demonstrate that what he saw in me was real. And I thanked him many times after. I haven't seen him in a while, so if he sees this video, or if you know Larry Clarkson here out of the San Antonio area, please forward it to him. I think of another gentleman named Don Leach, and he really has a place in my heart because of what he did in a period of my time when I was in another sales slump, and he took some massive action on my behalf to create a situation in a sales environment that took me from last place to first place in a matter of weeks because of an effort that he gave me and a commitment that he gave to me to help me in my time of need. So question I have is, who has been the one to help you? Maybe you need to pick up that phone and call your Larry Clarkson or your Don Leach, or call one of your mentors or one of your coaches or maybe one of your peers that are sitting right next to you, and just take the moment to say, let me tell you how much you've benefited my life. Or maybe you can go back to one of your clients who believed in you and trusted in you and had confidence you were going to do what you said you did and gave you the business. Have you taken the moment just to call back and say, hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity to earn your business? And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your business's success. And who knows, maybe you'll get a reference, maybe you'll get future business from them, but at the minimum, you'll take the time to be grateful and you'll minimize that stinking attitude of ingratitude that can affect your sales and mine. So thank you again for listening to this message. Be grateful, make it happen, and go tell someone how much they mean to you and give them a thanks. Adios.